Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday, 9 a.m. Well, almost 9 a.m. here at the Comfy Nest with Grace. Welcome. So glad you're going to be dropping in to say hello. Let me know when you do. If you are on my Telegram channel, we have a fun game to play today. So I hope you're here to play that little game and get your name in for a little crafty happy mail from me. I'm just checking my live feed to make sure that this is actually working. Hey, yes, there I am. Awesome. So good morning to everybody. Thank you to Nicole from Adoria Creations for coordinating today's event on behalf of the Crafty Bunch. If you want to catch everybody, this is an all-day thing. If you want to catch everybody, head on over to the Crafty Bunch. It is a free crafting community here on Facebook that I'm a part of, and I'm one of the creative presenters there, and I go live a couple times a month for that group. But today you'll find, all day long, you're going to find some creatives sharing creative projects with you, all kinds of creative projects. Today I'm going to do an envelope journal. So getting old, look at this one's even pretty beat up. We're going to have to make this work. We will. I'm not worried about it, but I should have been more careful. I try to be really careful when I'm opening envelopes because I'm a true junk journaler at heart. You can see my kids' names are on here. This is from our church. They are both altar servers at our Catholic church, and so every once in a while they get a mailer of their own. So we're going to turn this into something pretty. We're going to make a little book out of this. Hey, Janet. Good morning. There's Linda. Welcome. Hello, Sue. Oh, my goodness. Look at all you girls just jumping on in here. I appreciate it. There's Terry Brady and Tracy's Crafties Creations. Thanks for being here. I'm going to hit that follow button. When you see our creative friends in the comments, usually right after their name, if you have not been following them, there's the option in a blue, the word follow will be in blue. That's what it was for me anyway. I just followed her. Let's follow our friends, see what they're up to. Hey, Rita, welcome. Now I'm seeing all of you. Christina and Debbie. All right, so here's what I'm after. This is what we're going to do. This one has a really cute button closure. This is a double envelope. This one has 2 envelopes embedded in this book. Oh, excuse the Band-Aid. I just sliced my finger open. Literally, just sliced my finger open on my paper cutter. Even with a dull blade, a paper cutter can get you. So it is what it is. Okay, so this has 2 of these big document envelopes inside, and it has this smaller envelope inside. We did this one in the Craft Therapy Club a while back, and this one has a flap closure. I used that envelope flap to create the closure for this book. However, this is missing a flap, so we work with what we got when we're junk journalers. We work with what we got. We make it work. We get to be very crafty and handy at it. So let's get started. So here's what I do when I get started. I do like Hey Totally Together Crafting by Brenda. Hello, Blissful Crafts and Designs. Thank you for being here, you guys. It's another person for me to follow. Debbie Lee. Let me, hold on. Where'd you go? Hold on, Facebook. All right, I'll have to do that later. Good morning, Donna. Welcome. Margaret's here. Hello, Annette. Look at all you girls. So here's what I do. I go to my bins. I have a lot of bins in my room. I have a bin that just says pages for junk journals, junk journal pages. And what I grabbed from there was some music paper. I grabbed some poems. And look what I found. Do your ears hang low? Do you guys know that song? Do your ears hang low? It's like an old kid's song. Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? So it's kind of like children's music, which is going to be perfect for the theme that I've picked today. You'll see in a minute. So I grabbed those from my junk journal pages collection. I grabbed these from I have coffee stained papers that I've created, a while back. I just have a stash of them. And look at that. I don't know what that's all about, but we're going to use it because it's going to go with the theme that we have today. I grabbed these. I have purchased some coffee stained papers from other fancy ladies on Etsy. I actually purchased these, they sent me the paper in the mail. These are not printables. These are coffee papers or tea stained papers that I've purchased from somebody else who created. I love supporting other creative women and men, but generally it's women in the junk journaling industry. So I grabbed those. And then I do like to mix these things, true junk, book pages, coffee stained paper, with a printable, a themed printable for junk journaling. And somebody asked me that the other day. Do you ever use only printables? And I don't, because I love the collection of stuff. I love collecting stuff that I can use in my junk journals. I actually meant to look, hold on girls. I meant to look in, I'm going to grab, so I meant to look, I have these other two bins over here with more junk that I meant to look through. Somebody had sent me they just had a ton of leftover envelopes from a stationery set. So let's see if we can work this in there. It's just a leftover, right? Don't throw this stuff out, man. You can make pretty things out of these. You use that song about an elephant for a kid's book. Oh, isn't it fun to use kids stuff? I love using kids stuff in my junk journals. The other thing that I do is I have a huge collection of books of all sorts that I can pull pages out of. And children's books are amazing for this. Now, this one's almost empty, I think, but children's books are amazing for this because they have such great illustrations. But like these probably would be a great addition. Now, these are a lot of winter, which isn't going to go with my theme, but this one would go with my theme. It has a Christmas tree in the window. Let's see if there's anything in here more springtime. Oh, maybe this one. Oh, look at the lamb. All right, I'm going to pull a page out of here. Uh-oh, I started ripping it in a bad place, but it's a junk journal, so these things we embrace them. Let's pull this out of here. We're going to use this page, I think, because it doesn't have necessarily a winter theme, but it'll work with what I got. So part of the love of junk journaling for me is the hunt for an eclectic bunch of things that I can use in my books. Here is a class record book from a teacher with semester outlines. There's pink. This pink would match my book. Love that. Love it. To me, the more eclectic and more unusual, the better, as far as I'm concerned. There's a little bunny. We're doing a bunny theme. All right, let's put this aside. I had wanted to pick most of my stuff before we went live because the hunt in my room for all the things takes a few minutes. But I wanted to show you the categories of things that I collect. Here's the theme that I've chosen for this book. It is a kit. So I will supplement all of my junk with a kit so that it is coordinated. It is themed. Wait. Which way are we going here? Yeah, this way. So this has like a little Peter Rabbit theme. And in fact, this kit is called Peter Rabbit over at the Digital Collage Club. So I'm just going to flip through some of the pages that I've printed. Love this one. So these are going to be the inside of the book. So we'll get to those in a bit. Just to give you a sneak peek. We got to get this done. And I was thinking this would be a really pretty cover. I was thinking this would be really pretty on the cover, but let's look through some of these others just to make a quick decision here. I like this one a lot too. So, some of these images are modern and some of them are more vintagey, if that's a word, but I like them all. I think I am going to use this for the cover, but we got to figure out, see how it's not the same size. So we can either cut this down. It's much bigger, right? I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Let's do it. I was not expecting to do that, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it down so that I like this to be, if I fold this in half, I'll check the comments here in a minute, girls. Oh, by the way, how much time do I have? I forgot to look today. I think I have 45 minutes, but if somebody could remind me, that would be great. I'm going to cut it right there because I like to leave a little room. I like things to be hanging out of my book, so I will put, wrong thing. I'll put lace and trim on the edges. And so I want it to be slightly bigger, slightly bigger. All right, here we go. Got that down. Now, I use my sewing machine a lot in crafting, so I would be tempted to just sew the top of that. You have the option to leave this open, like I showed you that in the other journal, but because this is all torn up, I'm actually going to close this off. And I think I'll just use a piece of regular old tape right now to close off some of this. Just to hold it together. Let's hold it together, girls. Let's hold it together. And then this is going to get covered. So I'm not going to worry about that right now, but that's just to hold it together. Here, I am going to sew that, but let's give it a minute because let's do some coverage first. Okay, first things first, this edge here, I don't want to leave it this like bright orange. So I have some washi tapes here that would really go well. We're going to cut one of these and cover this with some washi tape. Now, let me check these comments. Hey, Carol Maloney. Hey, Estella. How are you? I wish I had a moderator. It would be so nice. Good morning, Deb. Hey, the Vintage Pebble. Are you part of today's event? I didn't look that closely, unfortunately, at who all the people were. There is a big lineup today. I just didn't have time, but I will today. I'll spend time trying to connect with everybody as they're creating and sharing this morning. If anybody, if any of the creatives here are part of today's event, hey, Sharon K., please go ahead in the comments and let everybody know, what are you working on today? What should they look forward to? These are always repositionable. They're not very sticky, so we want to reinforce. We're going to reinforce. Make that pretty with some reinforcements. I really love the way that looks on this envelope. So that'll be sticking out, you see? So let's cover some more. I'm hoping to get through quite a bit. I love the the stamps, but we're going to cover up some. And then I think I'm going to run this through my machine to stitch that top. Let's just, well, actually, you know what I could do here? This is a really wide washi tape, so I could go both front and back. That edge curled, and I don't want it curled. We're going to open that back up. There we go. Oh, aren't they, though? Thank you so much, Debbie Lee. Oh, my gosh, look at all this stuff. Oh, do we have a creeper? Yep, we do. I'm going to get rid of them, guys. Don't you worry. This is why it would be great to have a moderator. Let me see. Just give me a second, girls. I'm going to go ahead and block this guy. Block. I don't know what he's saying or what he wants to get into here. He looks like he has a woman's profile, but he doesn't. You're out of here, buddy. You gone. You gone. I haven't had that happen in a long time, but whatever. we ain't got no time for that, girls. We ain't got no time. We got things to do, right? We're creating. Did I get him? Did I get him? I'm going to hide his comments so he stops bothering you. Is anybody here from... I'm getting rid of him. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. I'll take a minute, even if it just means I won't get as much progress here. What a... You know, go get a job, dude. That's what I always say to these people. Like, you must have a lot of time on your hands, friend. All right. I have a lot of extra here, actually, so I'm going to do this. This will do double duty. Double duty. We're going to cover both edges. Make it pretty. You don't have, they don't all have to match, but for the sake of timing, I'm just going to make a match. We're going to do this. I should have pre-cut these, but I kind of like to show you guys the whole process, right? Anybody else from my Telegram channel here? I haven't seen any of the secret code words. Anybody want to play a game? I told them this morning in the Telegram channel, we're going to play a game. And anybody who uses the secret code word in the live, I'm going to choose one of you to send you some crafty happy mail. So any of you here from my Telegram channel, let me know. I love playing games and I love sending happy mail to all you girls. So thanks for being here. Here's my way of saying thanks for hanging out with me on the regular. On the regular. So I live up in North Dakota. If every once in a while you hear a little Boston accent come out, that I grew up in Boston, so every once in a while when I get excited, or when I get mad, a little Italian Boston girl comes out in me. You love that? Isn't it pretty? It's from the Washi Tape Shop. If you're wondering, I know a lot of times you guys are like, where did you get that? Washi Tape Shop. They really do have beautiful, beautiful tapes. All right, so see what that's going to do is it's going to give nice coverage. Okay, so let's just keep rolling with a little washi tape coverage here. I have this one too, but I went with the floral. You have to make a decision at some point, right? You have to say, all right, Grace, I know they're both pretty, but make a decision. I got my, I always have to use something. Not all of their papers have a backing, but a lot of them do. And I think it just makes them last longer. And they're easier to work with because you can do some placement. You know, it's not sticky yet. So you can do the cutting and the size and the placement that you want and then cut it and work with it that way. So we're just trying to pretty up the edges of this, as you can see. Anybody here, is there anybody here who has not made a journal yet? I'm just curious. I know a lot of the girls who hang out with me on the regular have, but some have not. Just to get an idea of how much the folks who are with me here live, how much experience with journal making do you have? How detailed should I get in my instruction here? I do have an online workshop that you can purchase and do at your own pace for making a junk journal start to finish, from a cereal box or like a cracker box and other stuff that you already have at home. But I wonder how many of you haven't done it yet. Okay, so here we go. Already, these I'm gonna cut in half. We're gonna split this. One is going to go on the front, one is going to go on the back. So we're going to have a nice matching. And I'm trying to decide, do I also want to cover these? I probably do. I likely do. Let's just do it all, Gracie. Hey, there's Sherry. She got one of the code words. Girl, you had most of it in there. That's so funny. Were you so excited you only got part of the word in? Sherry, that's so funny. Linda kind of had it. She kind of had it. She said something, but she didn't get the actual code word. Linda Glenham. That's funny. All right. I debated moving that, getting rid of it, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. It's not going to serve me any purpose. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's not going to hinder me at all. The kind of closure that I'm going to do, that's not going to bother me in the least. It'll just be a little extra bulk right there. This is really going to clean up this edge, thankfully, because that edge was the one that got all torn up. Yeah, if you want to use one of those code words, you got to follow the instructions. Remember what I told you inside the Telegram channel? One word with an emoji. That is the code word to be entered to win a prize. And I'm going to randomly select one of you girls to send some crafty mail to. So if you want to join the Telegram channel, comment Telegram. And or what was my code word for that? Hashtag Telegram, and you'll get the link straight to your email box or your messenger box. So if you're not on the Telegram channel and you want to join in our fun next time and get live notifications and behind the scenes for my family, just you go ahead and do hashtag Telegram, just that alone in a comment, and that will prompt Facebook to send you a message with the link. Now look it. Now how pretty is that going to be, right? We got this, girls. Oh, Terry, that's so sweet. I love what you said about your George. Jolene says she's made about a dozen journals. What's your favorite way of making them? Those of you who are journal makers, what kind of covers do you like? What kind of stuff on the inside? Because for as many kinds of people we are, there are infinite ways of making these journals. This, I don't think there's any right way to do this because the flowers go both ways. So we're just going to go like this. This is our base cover. And of course, you know me, we're going to layer later on. But I want to give you a really good base for how to make this. Thanks for stars, Miss Annette. Miss Annette, you're so sweet. Thanks for the tip. Oh man, it helps so much. It helps so much. Every little bit, you know, when you're creative and you're trying to create content to share, it is very, very, very competitive. There are a lot of folks creating beautiful things. And so anytime you guys give us a little stars action, a tip like that, it shows your love and your appreciation. And man, I appreciate that. So thank you, thank you. All right, we got the base of this cover done. I'll be embellishing more. I mean, obviously we're going to fill this in with stuff, but let's get the signature going so I can show you what I do next. And actually, I think it would be really fun to have a flip out here with this. So let's do this next. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hide this flap completely, but I'm going to use it to secure this little envelope down. And do I want it in the front or do I want it in the back? I think I'm going to put it in the front. I love everything interactive. So let's get this in the front. You can do it however you want, of course, right? Like, you do you, girl. I always say, do what makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. The kind of supplies that you want to use, the way that you want to use them, the positioning of things. Like, you could be completely centered or we could go down low. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? That's that music sheet. I'm going to go low just for the sake of, I don't know, why not? Why not? It could be fun. Let's do it. Then we are going to reinforce, but I think I'll reinforce with the same. Actually, if I take one of my pages, like what if we took this paper and stuck this, if we're sticking this down on as our inside, then we're going to be reinforcing with this. So let's do that. I need it to be slightly smaller. So I'm going to cut it right here. I just give myself a little pencil mark. I don't get super worked up about being really straight. Just so you know, if that's a thing for you, just close your eyes for a minute, because I don't measure almost anything. I just eyeball things. I just want a little smaller. Is it going to be even all the way around? No, because even all the way around stresses me to no end. I can't do it, girls. You can't make me. You can't make me. So I'm not doing it. What I like to do is just eyeballer. Eyeballer. I kind of like this side, actually. As crazy and wonky as it is, I'm going to use that as my backing. Good morning, Debbie Chandler. How are you, my sweet traveling friend? Are you home today or are you traveling? I've made many journals using envelopes, Amazon packaging, old books, box covers. Oh my gosh. Yes, Ruth, you're one of my more experienced creators. Ruth makes her rounds. I love it. She's so active in so many of these social media communities, which is such a great way to make friends and enjoy the fellowship of like-minded people, which is why I have my private membership group. It's really small, and we do fellowship activities. Like right now we're doing a napkin swap and a challenge inside the group. I think that's so cute. I think it's so cute. All right, on this one, let's just match. Let's do matchy-matchy. It's not exactly the right size, but whatevs. Whatevs, we're not going to stress. We ain't going to stress about that, girls. See, my washi tape saves me because it's pretty all around, even though it's not. Hey, wait a minute. It's still too long. I still don't like how long it is. My eyes deceive me. How much time do I have? Did anybody figure it out for me? Oh, Deborah Fowler. Girlfriend, thank you for the stars. You guys are the best. You're going to try a tab-bound journal today? Pam, get it, girl. Get it. They're so satisfying to make. Debbie Fritz, thanks for the stars. You guys, you're awesome. Uh-oh, Roxanne. She broke some bones. Blessings, my friend. Blessings for a quick and easy healing for you. Let's pray for that. I did the number again. I don't know why I didn't get the Telegram. Debbie, maybe check your Telegram settings. Maybe your notifications are off. Either on your, you would have, what I would do is check both your phone settings. If you go, I have an iPhone. So if I go into my Apple settings, my iPhone settings, and then to apps, you may have the notifications off there. If not, go into Telegram and check how you have your settings for my channel there. Okay. Maybe that will help. And there's Sherry Eslinger. She got the code word right. I see you, girl. Way to go on a Saturday morning. She's rocking it. Okay, now we need some pages in here. We got a nice little cover going. I know, you know, the aesthetic it's going to be, we're going to add to it. We're going to do pretty things with it. I have to choose, I'm going to do one signature. I only have room for one, but I have to choose my pages. I really like this pink. It's really like Pepto-Bismol pink, but we're going to go with it. Remember I said I like things hanging out? Yeah, baby. We're going to do it. All right, let's do this because it's cool. It's ripped. Darn it. I ripped it when I was pulling it out. Let me get some of my fake vintage tape to fix it with because that'd be fun. Ooh, do I have a little piece of blue left? Oh, it's not big enough. I'll go with this guy right here. I just need a little tiny piece. I don't need a lot of it. We made that in the Craft Therapy Club. It's just made out of regular old tape. And we did it in the Craft Therapy Club, and I kind of talked the girls through, like, if you don't have this supply, use that supply. I'd love to be able to give you guys those tips. Oh, I love how old that looks. Yes, baby. Now, I don't want all of these facing pages to be images. So I'm going to turn this one, since it's double-sided, plain on one side, you know, it's single-sided, I should say. So I don't want every single page as I'm flipping through this side to be the image, if possible. Now, I may end up chopping some of these. So I have a printer that does do, let's do one more. I probably only need about 8 pages. Let's do one more of these. I have a printer that does borderless printing, so it will print all the way to the edge. But this particular kit did not print that way. I've already cut all the edges off. It was white on the top and white on the bottom. That doesn't normally happen, but that's what happened with this kit. Now I'm going to pick out about 4 of these pages that are my favorites. Like, I really love this one. I love the idea of having some lined paper in a journal. So if you're using it for list making, oh, but I love this one so much. We gotta have this guy in here. Is this 2 pages or 1? I print some on cardstock, and I liked, this is 2 pages. I'm just not getting them separated. This is cardstock, bright white cardstock that I printed this on with my borderless printer. It went borderless on these edges, but not on the top and bottom. So I had to cut it down a little. So these, see how they're a little bit shorter than 8.5 by 11? That's just what my printer did. I'm picking out my faves. That one matches really well, but I love this one so much. With the polka dots. With the polka dots. We might have enough pages here. Let's look. I always print out more than enough, and then any extras will get used somehow, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Let's see what this looks like when I put it together. I have all this other stuff here. May still get used. Let's see. And for the Telegram channel, you having trouble getting in, just message me. Let me see if I can help you that way if you're really struggling with it. How do you find emojis? Oh, Jolene, do your best. Don't worry about it if you can't find them. On my phone, on my keyboard, there's a little emoji button. But don't stress yourself, you know. Girl, I do not want you stressing. Hey, Carol, how are you? Oh, Terry, how fun. How big are they? She says she has a lot of business cards. I don't have any business cards. I don't have any. Oh my gosh, that would be really fun to play with though and work with. Let's see, I'm just checking comments so I can stay connected with you all. Oh, Jolene, I got your cardinal. Where do I get emoji? I'm going to count that one since you don't know where to get it. Linda got a cardinal. And a bluebird. You could only enter once. Pick one or the other, girls. But I love Linda. I love your ambition, girl. Hey, Janice, how are you? She's on my Telegram channel. These girls got the secret word. She's popping in to say hi. She's at wrestling. Hey, go team. I hope they do great. All right. Let's get back to it. These, I really like the size of these for this book. These are a little bit long, just a tish, especially that one. So I am going to cut these down. And for the sake of time, let's do them all at once at the same time. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to eyeball, girls. Oh, yes, you can. You don't always have to use your paper cutter, especially when it wounds you. I cut my finger open this morning. I was like, dang, that thing is sharp. That thing be sharp. I think I still need to cut a little bit more. I need to cut just a little more. Oh, look at how crooked. Crooked don't matter around here. We do not get worked up over crooked. Listen. My right leg is longer than my left too, so there's a lot of crooked in my life, and it's all good. I still find a lot of joy. God still loves me, even with my crooked legs. That's the way he made me, man. Anybody else have one leg longer than the other? I didn't discover it until I was an adult, and I was having knee issues as a runner, and they were like, the PT was like, you know you have one leg longer than the other? No, I had no idea. I went 30 years before I knew that. All right, are they going to fit? They fit. We're going with it. Now we get to decide what order do we want to put these in. So I have 3 kit pages that are themed bunny pages. Maybe I'll want more because I have 3 to 5. Can I fit one more? I think the first page should be something really pretty. So let's open to this. And then I usually go, like I alternate. Then we'll go plain. And then what would look nice next to this? Maybe another plain. And then maybe a kit, because I only have 3 of these. We can always change our mind. We'll have to fill these in with stuff, but don't you worry. Then we'll do the barn. Then we'll do this. Then let's do the pink. I think I want this up top. Then we'll do this guy. This cutie pie, and then the rest can get filled in. I have so many other things off here to the side. But let's see what we think of this. So we're gonna open it like this. Is that what I want? As much as I think I don't like that one on the front. Grace is changing her mind already. I think I like this one better on the front. It seems to go with those flowers better. So let's switch you, Mr. Bunny, with this more modern bunny. They both can live in this book. We're just going to change their positioning. See, I like that much better. Even though I like the other page better, I just think that goes better. And then let's do a quick fake flip through. We're doing a fake flip through, girls. I have 15 minutes left. Started my gratitude journal last night. I found the perfect size envelope. Awesome. Hey, Julie. Hey, Carol. Thanks for the butterfly. Oh, we got 2 next to each other. That can't be because you know what? We have just 3 of these. So let's change the positioning here. All right, we can't have that. Do I have just 3 of those or maybe I have 4? There we go. That's better. All right, let's sew them in. We're not going to think too much about this. And then we're going to start making it all a little pretty. Now, I do like to use big clips. Let me grab some. This is a really simple 1 signature binding. I will do a really simple 3-hole stitch. You can do as many holes as you want. This isn't a huge book, so 3 should hold it all together, especially because all of the pages are the same size. I don't have any shorter pages or unusual pages in here. But I do want to make sure that they're within the cover, that they fit inside the cover. I do like to clip them, and I call this the V spot. We want to make sure that we have really tight contact here. We don't want to have anything askew right there on that V. So we're gonna do that so that I can poke my holes and we can get started. Now, again, I am not the girl. I don't like to measure. I like to keep this as simple as possible. I don't like to measure. I do like my coffee though, and I forgot it was here. So let me take a sip. Mary, thank you. Can we try, you guys, Mary reminded me to ask you, could you please, I really need help with this, girls. Please help me. Fluff the nest, spread the grace, get it out there. That Gracie's here and she's doing some creating. Please help me meet some new people. That's how you do it. You share this out there, maybe to a creative group that you belong to. It's really much it's beneficial to us if you do it in public. So share it on your own Facebook page or on a friend's Facebook page or in a group that you belong to that allows that. I'm just getting an idea for where middle is. I'm not going to measure, but like, okay, here's 4. This is 8 1/4. So at 4 and I don't know, the next one, 1/8. What is that? I don't know. Right about here. I'm not going to worry about it. Just right about there. Let's put a hole right kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to go up or down. And I usually, like, if you think about it this way, if you like to measure, like you could say go down 2 inches or up 2 inches, then you're going to be, I'm not making marks on here. I'm not going to be uber precise, but at about 2 inches. I'm going to put another hole, and then from the middle at about 2 inches, another hole. It does not matter. There's no rhyme or reason as long as your book holds together. Okay? You could have gone, some people go from the top, they go down 1 inch. Or you can base it on the middle and go up 1 inch, 2 inches, 1.5 inches, whatever you want. Okay, the thing is you need a few holes to hold this thing together. So I'm gonna make sure my holes are big enough. Okay, so if you don't mind, spread the blessing, spread the love. If you can do it in public, it really helps us because anybody can see that. It's a good way for you to save. Also save the feed. So if you want to follow along later and make an envelope journal, you sure can. All right, I'm looking for, I'm going to go with this green, I think. I have lots of colors now of threads that I've purchased, which I love having the options. So I'm going to go with green. This, I probably don't even really need a needle because I think I can poke that through either way. You can use anything you want. Heck, use dental floss if you want. I like waxed thread. I've been doing this for a long time. I like the way the waxed thread, the workability of it, but you could use embroidery floss, you could use baker's twine, you can use ribbon, whatever you want, girl. Now, if I start in the middle with a 3-hole, my string is going to end in the middle. If you want your string on the outside, start on the outside. I'm going to start on the inside. Good morning. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I'm the early bird today. I'm the one getting us going with an early bird crafting session, but this is going to happen all day long over in, there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm not even going to talk about it. We're just going to do it. And if you want to make one on your own and you haven't done it yet, this is a really simple way to do it. And you can follow along, save this video, like save it on your own Facebook feed, and then come back to it later once you've got your stuff gathered up and you can follow along with me. All right, I do want this. Come on. See how we ended in the middle? I want to make sure they're tight right there. Thank you for sharing. Let's see if we can get 20 shares, if you don't mind. Do you guys, can 20 of you help me out here? There are 70 of you here. Oh, good gravy. Maybe Saturday is the morning is a really good way for me to connect with you guys. Is it because you happened upon this video, or are you here because you heard about the event? Oh my gosh, is Saturday morning the mornings that I should be hanging out with you guys? Sometimes if it's long enough, or I'll purposefully make it long enough so I can put a dangly down there. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So for now, just so I can keep my extra string, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just tie this off in a pretty little bow. I can always cut that down later. I don't need the bow. The bow can be part of your decorative part of the book, or you can cut it off and not worry about it. Okay, here's our front. We're done with binding it. It's all together. Whoops. Put that back. Make room. So I'm going to start doing some more decorating. Thanks for sharing, Terry. I so appreciate you. all of you who are sharing. Thank you, thank you. So how did you find me, girls? I was on YouTube the other day and a lady was like, hey, YouTube suggested that I come hang out with you. So here I am. First time here. I was like, yay! That's when the algorithm works. It doesn't normally happen that way. So we need your help. But that was a good thing on YouTube yesterday. All right, let me take another sip of coffee. How much time do we got, girls? Let me do a quick check. I want to check. Where's Messenger on my computer here? I want to check Messenger and see. Nicole, are you here? Do I have 45 minutes or an hour? Who's up next? Any of my girls here? Mary, thank you for fluffing. Thank you, fluffy fluffer. I'm not seeing an answer. Uh-oh. A friend of mine is on my sprinkle. What? I'm not sure what Debbie Fritz was saying here, but thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you. 45 minutes. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks for saving me from myself. Okay, this here. I love this, but maybe we want to tone it down a little, right? We have all this extra stuff over here. I have those that I can use, but I don't want to cut those up. Maybe I'll use those on a different page. But usually these kits come with a couple of pages of things like this. Postcards that you can cut out and pockets and things. So let's see what pockets. It looks like here we have two. This one's green with a little goose on it, mother goose, and this one's yellow. I'm going to cut one of these out, and let's see about using this. I like to. This might be a little wide. I may have to cut it down, but let's get a rough cut. The nice thing about them providing these things is then everything you got is pretty coordinated if that's important to you. Oh, that fits perfectly. I actually prefer when things aren't hugely coordinated. I like things to be super eclectic, and I love to use junk. So for me, I would prefer a combination of the two. The kits are a great way to make everything cohesive, but I like to mix it in with other stuff. I'm going to cut that out that way. I left a little bit of white right here. And I would like it if I tried to corner around these and I didn't do a very good job. So let's just use one of our tools, which will make it Gracie proof. Gracie proof. All right, here's a sweet little pocket. It would be fun to do a double pocket, no? Yeah, should we? I've got all those. I'm looking at all the stuff that I have set aside here. Hold on, girls. Pausing for a moment to look through what I got. I'm not loving what I got, so hang tight. Don't you worry, my friends. I have lots of scraps of paper sitting around everywhere. So I'm going to go in. Oh, I have this whole set of stickers lying around, but those would be really fun to use. I have these lying around, but there's not a lot of purple in here. But those are super fun. Let's make one work. Let's make it happen. See what I mean? Like, so what? There's not a lot of purple. If you like purple, put it in, friend. Don't you let the gold matches better. Don't you let it stop you. Let's do a double pocket. Yes. So what I'm going to do, simple. We're just not even measuring. We're cutting it a little bigger. We're going to round the edges so it matches. Oh, this glitter paper is always a little tougher than regular paper. It has, like, the glitter is, I don't know if it's painted on or what, but I think I will round these too. We're going to do a double pocket. We're going to hit you with a double pocket right in this front. I have 3 more minutes. So here's what happens now. In the next 4 or 5 minutes, you're going to run over when I'm done. You're going to run over. Hello, Glue. Where are you? You're going to run over into. The group is called The Crafty Bunch. It is a free group. It may say The Crafty Bunch Venue. It's a free group. here on Facebook where you're going to go and you can catch all of the creatives. Not everybody today is making books. If you're here for the Crafty Bunch event and you want to see some regular old crafts, any kind of craft, we don't know what the girls are going to bring. That's the beauty of it and the fun of it. We don't know what's going to be presented today, but I invite you to join us in the Crafty Bunch group all day long today. Have it going while you're baking your cookies, you're doing your laundry, or walking the dog. You can join us and listen in. Even if you can't comment, you can comment later when your hands are free. So even if you're busy doing stuff, like Janice said, I'm at wrestling, but I stopped in. Thank you for that. I appreciate you being here, even if it's a partial, you know, I can only be here a little bit. I like that so much more, girls. Head on over to the Crafty Bunch. Join us today. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you want to get notifications from me and join in my next, so every once in a while I'll say, let's play a game. Give me the secret code word and I'll send a package to somebody, a little craft supply to somebody, or a handmade item. I gave that secret word in my Telegram channel. So do hashtag Telegram as a comment, only that in a comment, and you'll get a message to your private messenger with my Telegram channel. Everybody else, let's head on over in a minute here to, thank you, Kathy, to the Crafty Bunch. Thanks for saying that. Hey, Cheryl's here. Good morning, Cheryl. Welcome. Thank you for sharing, Jolene. Anybody who's sharing, everybody who sent stars, girls, I appreciate you so much. This book, let me just show you where we started. We got the book, the base of the book done, right? We got this extra spot here for catching stuff, ephemera, pictures, receipts. These books, I have two daily journals and a gratitude journal that I use regularly in my daily life, weekly life, gratitude journal weekly. So when you're making these books, one of the most often questions, how do you use them? I am trying really hard to show you guys how I use mine here on the page. So if that's you, please make sure you follow so you can hang out with me while I show you how to use these lovely books. And let's have some fun today with the Crafty Bunch. You guys have a beautiful, blessed. I'll catch you next time.